Hey survivors, it's your buddy Zed the First here, once again with today's video. I'll be showing you how to fish in Once Human. At first glance it seems super complicated to fish, but in fact it's as simple as cream cheese pie. I've searched far and wide. I've searched YouTube videos, I've searched blogs, talked to friends who are super knowledgeable about the game, and reached a lot of dead ends and have seen a lot of misinformation, whether it was due to content updates or changes or UI updates. But I'm finally bringing you, as of today's recording, the most accurate and easy to follow how-to video for fishing. Now, in order to fish, you need two things. Number one, you need a fishing rod. The second thing you need is bait. Both of those things you can craft right over here, right behind me in a supplies workbench. For the fishing rod, all you need is just some copper ingots and wood. That's really easy to get. The second thing you need is baits. So the lowest level kind of bait you can get is the dough fish bait, which is made out of corn. And corn is also super easy to get. You can either grow it or you can collect it around the world. And you can see my little garden that I made up here on the roof, and these are all corn stalks that are growing. I just took some, I just harvested some. You can see here I got 20 from my latest harvest, so you know, about 5 each from each one, which is pretty decent considering I'm using low level materials to grow it. Once you've got your fishing rod, you can see that my fishing rod is over on the bottom right corner in the dash one. So if I were to hit dash, then you see I can take out my little fishing rod right there. So the best place to start off with for this tutorial would be right over here. So we go to Greywater Camp first, because this little dock here that you can see right here, there's a vendor here. Yeah, vendor for what? Let's go and check. So right here is a vendor, and this vendor's name is Marjorie, or Marjorie, however you pronounce that. And she is located right here where I am on this dock. And guess what Marjorie sells? She sells fish stuff. You see, I already bought out the formulas, but you can buy that dough fish bait we were talking about, and for the same price, for 50 energy links, which is really not that much. You can get the mince bait, which is just a better version and allows you to catch, like, you know, the pikes and all sorts of other predator type of fish that you would not be able to with your regular dough fish bait. This would be where I would just go. I would honestly, if you're just trying to get done the season quests and the journey quests and that stuff, just to knock those out, I would just come here and just buy 10-20 of these mince baits, and probably 20 just to be on the safe side. It doesn't cost you much, and they're pretty, and links are pretty easy to come by. So that's where you that's the easiest way to get without having to grow your crops, without having to craft it. You just come here and buy it, and you got it. You're done. So now, how do you fish? Great question. It is so easy, yet so complicated if you don't understand how the thing works. So watch, I just took out my fishing rod, just like we saw before. I hit the little dash there because that's where I have it in my hotkey, and I click and it pulls it out. And if you hit R and you have different kinds of baits, like you see I've got this bait versus my mince bait. You know what, for the video let's try this bait. And so once you can see he attaches the bait. It's a cute little animation. He only does it the first time, and then you press the left mouse button and hold it down. Don't let go. That was one thing that was constantly tripping me up, and it didn't say anywhere that you had to hold it down to get this little green thing that you can see pops up. Now where you place it, I don't think it really matters. I've placed it all over the place. For me personally, I like seeing up close the little fish that come and get it. So I'm just, as long as it's green, then you know you can fish. If it's like red, like right that, like sometimes in some places you won't be able to fish when it's red. As long as it's green though, you're good. So then you let go, and then you see that little reel on the bottom there, and you just wait for a fish to try and grab it. Once the fish grabs it, All you gotta do is click right now to reel it, and I just reel it, but make sure you don't reel it all the way, because if you reel it all the way like this, I did that on purpose so you could see the pull was too strong and then it just breaks and you lose the fish. So don't think that you gotta pull it and just reel it in until it comes back. That I wasted so much bait trying to figure that out. So let's do this again, and I'm gonna let it go and wait for it to catch. And this time I am not going to do it to the max, because false misconception, it doesn't matter how much you reel it, because what matters is, you see there's like a little health bar on the fish. That is really what you want. It's like a stamina bar almost. Like, you got to make it tired for it to catch it. And all you got to do is just keep your reel like teal, whatever that color is. And you see I just caught the sucker fish. So let's try this again, because there was another mechanic there that I caught it too quickly that I wasn't able to mention, which is the A and D keys. So we're going to keep fishing here and wait for it to the reel up. There we go. And I like to hit the between half and 3/4 mark, and see D. You got to hit that. That takes off a huge chunk, A, of its stamina, and D, and that should catch it. Yeah. So basically, the idea is you need to essentially deplete its stamina. I don't know another word. I haven't seen anybody call it anything, but to me, it's like, it feels like it's the stamina, right? So the stamina of the fish, of how much it can survive while you're reeling it. And remember, don't try and reel to max, because it's not about, this is not a maximum reel. This is just how much is left for your stamina versus its stamina, right? So it's really a battle of stamina. And once, I'm not even reeling it, like that whole time, A, D, F, sorry, A and D and A and D, I wasn't even reeling it at all. So again, just one more time. Let's try do a further one here. See how that works out. And just, wow, I'm not even gonna barely rail it. I'm just gonna keep it between the halfway point and the 3/4 point. That's all you really need to. I've even done it where I've had it go almost all the way to the bottom, because it really doesn't matter as long as you're reeling it and his stamina is going down. Right now I'm not even touching it. See how it's going down? Okay, now I'm putting it a little bit, and see there. So it's really that easy to fish in Once Human. Oh, and in case you're saying, oh, he's using the expensive bait, okay, let me go and buy the cheap bait, and I'll show you it's just as easy. I really don't see much difference in the bait, other than the types of fish that you are able to catch, right? So that does make a difference. So I'll just buy 10 just for funsies and come back here. Now another thing to note is locations. So in this location, I'm going to be catching specific kinds of fish, as opposed to other kinds of locations like seawater. This is, I do not believe this is seawater. And I'm going to change the bait. See, now I guess you can also use other fish. That's cool. But I'm going to try the cheapest one that I showed you in the crafting bench. So we're going to use that. Now you can see he's switching the bait, putting that one on. I really think that part is cool, personally. And again, we get the green part. Let's go for as far as we can. And let's see if we get any bites. Oh, we got a bite, a coir carp. So now you see I'm just reeling it in the same way, just keeping it in between the half and 3/4. Oh, left pull with the A, left pull with the A, and he's almost out of stamina. Just keeping him on the rope, basically. That's it. You just got to keep him on the rope until he tires out. And there you go. See, with the cheapest kind of bait, it's easy as cream cheese pie, like I said in the video. So if you found this video interesting, if you found it helpful, if you found it, you're pulling your hair out because you also can't figure it out, I'd really appreciate the like. And if you want to see more Once Human content, please hit that subscribe button. And until next time, Metas, I bring you peace.